Your income friends, come on in. We're going to talk all things going live with confidence. And we are going to talk all things going live and making sure you're thinking intentionally about your monetization strategy. So I appreciate y'all coming in. We're going to get to talking and chatting shortly. Thank you so much for coming to the live. We'll get to going and talking very soon. Let's see, let me get my screen going. Appreciate all the support. That's what it's all about. And if you are new to my live, come on in. Hey Michelle, how are you, friend? Good afternoon. How's everything going? How is everything going, friend? Sitting on my screen as we speak. And I didn't get my to-do list done because I was doing some tasks for my husband. He had some things that I need to take care of. But I'm here, but the little guy is busy. I'm busy this afternoon. Is he really? That's good. I mean, he's that's what he's supposed to be doing. He's supposed to be moving and shaking. That's that development. I love it. Um, Especially at this age. That's what you want. You want him to get busy. Um, yes, so I didn't get a chance to do my to-do list. I'm gonna do it once I get off, and then I have my shop live tonight too. So I gotta stay on top of some of my tasks. I gotta make sure I am super busy with some things. Take care of some to-do list things. Oh man, he is not interested in anything but Miss Michelle. Like I said, that's a good thing. He's grown. That's what you wanted. You wanted him to be active, and I know you want him to make sure he is hitting all those developmental milestones. So that's important. But I love it. I love it. Uh, be sure to eat and hydrate. Yes, that I did do actually. I did get something to eat. And I need to drink more water. I have some water. I had my supplements too. I'm really trying to get back on my regiment that I was on earlier. Hello, Wendy. How are you, friends? Thank you so much for joining the live. Appreciate you all being here. Make sure you like and comment. He's learning and growing. That's awesome. Appreciate you all. Oh, thank you so much, Wendy. Appreciate the compliments. I take compliments, friends. Thank you so much. All right, we are here. We're going to talk about going live. We're going to talk about monetizing your first live. We're going to talk about all things to make sure you are productive and actively engaging in this live streaming journey. So I talk about it in a way to make sure that you are thinking intentionally about building your community, building your brand. That's important. So staying active. And so if you are here, go ahead and like the live. Go ahead and comment. I want to see comments. I want to see who's here, where you're from. And then if you have not done so already, make sure you click the subscribe button so we are growing as a community and you are subscribing. And then go ahead and click the alarm, that bell inside my page too, so that you can know when I go live and you get notifications of when I go live and when I post. So my moderator is Yes Michelle Crochet. She is also here, so make sure you connect with her. She's going to help you with your YouTube journey, making sure that you are growing your channel, that you are optimizing your channel, and that you're reaching your audience, your target audience. So just make sure you connect with her as well. She is an awesome person to know and support your live journey and your YouTube journey in particular. I like the live. It's up to you. Thank you so much, Wendy. I appreciate you, friend. Thank you so much. All the support, I so appreciate, friend. So we're gonna get to talking and chatting. You guys know I co-stream, so I'm about to go over to the other streets, those TikTok streets, and we're gonna get chatting and talking over there. We had a lively conversation this morning. I go live twice a day at 10 a.m. and at 4 p.m. So this is my 4 p.m. live, 4 p.m. Eastern. And so we had a really great, productive conversation, a lot of great questions. That's what I like. So if you don't mind putting your questions in the chat, we can get to talking and we can connect and grow that way as well. And so we're going to talk. Let me know if you have questions in the meantime. I'm happy to answer questions. And then I'm also going to I'm also going to get to chatting and making sure I'm connecting with you all as well. So let's see. I got some comments I need to get to as well. Oh, in my inbox. I was like, oh. So got some comments, got some things to talk about. So I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna be busy this afternoon when I get off. I'll probably stay on about 90 minutes because when I have that second live for the day, I'm usually um, trying to be very productive, and so I want to make sure I'm very productive with my day and getting some things done. Um, And so, just a couple housekeeping things. Make sure you are 18 years or older. So, Michelle's going to put that in there. You want to make sure you're 18 years or older. And if you are, that's awesome. If you're not, this is not the right room for you. So, we want to make sure we are talking to people who are able to go live and live stream. You got to be 18. And so, this is a professional channel. That's what we're doing. We're talking about professional business. We're talking about making sure that you're connecting with your audience. So, I want to make sure you're of age. And so the other thing is keep your comments professional as well, because we want to make sure people are growing. So we don't want to get too distracted by comments that are not relevant. So make sure that you are 18. If not, unfortunately, we're going to have to ask you to leave the live. But make sure you connect with people who can help to support you in your live journey. So with that being said, keep it professional. Keep the comments focused on going live. And if you have questions about YouTube or live streaming in general, feel free to put that in the comments. And then feel free to also connect with Yes Michelle Crochets if you are looking to optimize your channel, looking to grow your channel in a way that's going to expand your growth and exposure to your audience and expand your brand. So let me know if you have questions. I got glitter on my face. um, Appreciate the support. We are here for you. Yes, thank you so much, Michelle. Appreciate the comments too. Okay, friends, so let's get going. We're going to get to chatting. I'm going to start a co-stream, and I want to make sure I am answering questions, and then we are going to get to talking and chatting. Give me 1 second. I want to make sure. Okay. All right, friends. And appreciate everybody who's joined us. We're getting talking, get to talking and chatting. We're gonna talk about monetizing. We had, like I said, we had a great conversation earlier. Hello, TikTok. It is Dr. Lisa. Launch your income. Come on in. We're gonna talk all things going live. We're gonna talk about monetizing your first live as you go live and all the things you need to consider. So the conversation was really lively because there was a lot of questions, a lot of engagement. So I appreciate comments and questions. It makes the chat and the conversation go smoother. So feel free to ask questions relating to going live and the live journey experience, as well as if you have questions about setting up your profile and optimizing your YouTube or even TikTok, we can talk about that as well. So friends, come on in. We're going to get to chatting in a second. I appreciate everybody coming in and joining. We'll get to talking and chatting. I'm sharing out my live as well. How you doing, Greg? Appreciate you coming in. Let me know if you have any questions. And like I said, I'm probably going to stay probably right at an hour, hour and a half at max. Because when, depending on the conversation and stuff, I don't want to be on too long because I got to prepare for my evening shop live. So it's funny when it gets to Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, it's like back to back to back. And I really look forward to Sundays. This is so fast paced. How you doing, Stephen? Thank you so much. I appreciate you, friend. Thank you for the compliment. Let's stay focused. Let me know if you have questions about going live, friends. So we're going to get to talking and chatting in a second. Come on in. We are going to get to connecting and bringing in some of our other friends that are joining us so that people know we're here and we're going live. Let me know in the meantime if you have questions as well. You have to go at 4:30. Yes, I know. How you doing, Happy? Yes, I know, friend. Appreciate you being here, though. Thank you so much. How's everything going? Happy higher love, friend. You said it right when I was saying it. Higher love, Dr. Lisa, and everyone. Appreciate you, friend. Yes, thank you so much. Yes, higher love, friend. How's everything going? So what time do you go live? We gotta still coordinate our time so I can do the evaluation and support too. So the audit, the live stream audit. So keep me posted. Let me know if you want to try to take care of that this week or next week. If we did it this week, what time? Well, this week, let me say that differently. It depends on what time you go live. I think you go live in the evening. So my shop live is Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So it would have to be Sunday might be bad because we're trying to potentially go to visit my mother-in-law. Her birthday is next week, and we're trying to do something on Sunday for her birthday. Maybe take her to dinner. So that's the tentative plan. It hasn't been confirmed yet. Depends on her availability. But Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday could work. That's what I'm trying to say. So tell me what time you go live, and Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday could probably be a definite go. We just need to coordinate our schedules. Okay, friends. So keep me posted. I want to make sure I support you as well. Thank you all who are coming into the live. I appreciate you joining the live. Let me know if you have questions. We're going to get to talking and chatting. And if you are new to the room, go ahead and put new in the chat as well so that we can all keep getting great information. I got stuff popping up on my phone. So thank you so much. How's everything going in the meantime? Happy to keep me posted, friend. How you doing, Luna? Thank you so much for joining. Thank you all for being here. I'm sitting up here trying to set up my other live and make sure I am. Hello, how you doing, virtual Hawaii? Oh my gosh, we got some old timers coming in, some people who are part of the day one. How are you? Hey. How are you, friend? How's everything going? Thank you so much for joining. I'm setting up my other screen. Thank you for being here, friend. I appreciate you coming in. Hold on one second. Let's see. I'm on the right channel. Give me 1 second. I'm still okay. Thank you so much, everybody coming in. How are you, friends? Let me know. Luna, how's everything going, friend? Are you preparing for tonight? Now, you know what? I totally forgot I have my shop live going on tonight, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to peek in on you tonight because of my TikTok shop. When I was able to do it last week, hello, friend. How you doing? I haven't seen you in a while, Paul, either. How's everything going, Paul? It's been a long time no see as well. TikTok might be pushing me out a little bit more, huh? I'm seeing people I haven't seen in a while. How are you, friends? Virtual Hawaii, how is your live journey going? Tell me how's everything going for you, friend. Are you going live still? I know you were going live and you were playing the music and doing the sunset lives. Are you still doing your sunset lives? Keep me posted, friend. How you doing, Dr. Brian? How's everything going? Look at you, friend. You're purple now. You are like out here, huh? I love it. You are level 35, friend. You are purple level coming on in here. I'll let you know soon our live overlap unless I go with you while you work it out. Uh, well, let me know if Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday works. So what time do you go live? Yeah, put that in the chat for me. What time do you actually go live? Or you can go on IG, go on Instagram. Wow, how do you get to that level? I know, you know. well, well, who was that? Phenomenal. Yeah, she shared a little bit of her approach. She says she's single. She doesn't have any kids. She says she's able to allocate her funds to that type of entertainment expense. That's what she does. That's the way I took it. Like that's what she chooses to spend time with the battles, and she's allocating towards her entertainment expenses in that way. That's part of her budget. And then she will use coins she get from her live. She uses that to do exchanging. So she exchanged in that way. So yeah. So what she gets back, she puts right back into the universe, and so that's how she does it. And like I said, she takes, yeah. So there's a lot to go into that because that is not a small feat at all. You said makes sense. I mean, if you add up what it costs to do that, it probably doesn't make sense to get to level 35. Probably doesn't make sense. I'm gonna just say that out loud. It probably does not make sense. You probably like, what? How much you spend? But yes, how you doing, Trisha? I'm just saying, no judgment, no judgment. Hey, you do what you want to do with your money and how you operate. But yeah, when it gets to that level, you spend some time in these TikTok streets and you spend some coins, okay? And so as you guys start seeing as you're advancing and stuff, and you just add it all up, I mean, yeah, it's it is no small feat. And but again, it just depends on how you decide to do it. It really is part of your entertainment. So if you're someone who's busy and you don't get a chance to get out and do a lot of things, and your day is just so rushed. But then when you get on your phone, you're connecting, you're interacting with people in live rooms and learning and growing and having a good time. Part of it is entertainment. Yeah, that's how you spend your money, and so that's what you do. So just kind of keep that in perspective. How you doing, soulmates? Thank you so much for joining the live. Appreciate your friends. So as you guys come in, let me know if you have questions. I appreciate the support. We're going to get to chatting and talking. And as you come in, make sure you like the live, comment, and if you haven't followed the live host, follow the live host. Hey, how are you, friend? Thank you so much for joining. Are you, let me know since you're coming in, commenting. I so appreciate it. Let me know if you're a live host. Hula Mama, you're here too. How are you, friend? Thank you for coming back. How's everything going? I'm starting to think about doing a shoppable live. Really? How you doing, Sheila? Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the daily heart me. Really? So what's the thought? Because I mean you have access, so you can go live. Um, what are you thinking? You're thinking what's your products? What are your products? Because I think that was the last conversation we had. You were still trying to decide on what products to promote. You were still trying to make sure you had things that were truly authentic to stuff you want to promote. So did you find some things in the TikTok shop that were comfortable for you to put on there, to put in your showcase? You said I have a bunch. Oh, okay. Look at you. Luna, you were like, I can't find nothing, Dr. Lisa. It ain't nothing in there I want to promote. Did my talk help a little bit? Hopefully it helped you a little bit because apparently you like I have a bunch. So I know we had talked about you obviously like digging through the jewelry a little bit more and seeing if there was some other fashion products, maybe creams and stuff like that, skincare and beauty. So it sounds like you did good, friend, but very okay, eclectic. Okay, that is eccentric. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. You know what? Did you say something else before that? Because it might have got filtered. How you doing, Carmen? Yes, skincare. Okay, nice. Beauty. Okay, yeah, you'll be good. And you know what I shared with in one of my lives, I don't know if you were in the room, I had to kind of shift my thinking a little bit because I was like, okay, well, everything has to be a personal review. I have to really, test it out. I have to talk about it you don't have to. You don't, because there are people in the room who are looking for it, and if you share the features and benefits, everything doesn't have to be a personal testimony, and you'll see that as you are hello, John. Thank you so much. Appreciate your friend. As you'll see that as you start visiting different lives for the products that you want to promote, you don't hear people saying that they are taking every product or using every product in that way. Some people do. Don't get me wrong, and I think it's helpful to have some of those personal reviews and accounts. But at the same time, you can share like what the product is all about. And people might want to just hear that, like, okay, this is the benefit of it. Okay, that's good. That's exactly what I was looking for. And so think of it from that perspective. I know sometimes we get hung up with it has to be something that I can speak to, because I can personally attest to it, but that's not always the case. Okay. Yeah, that's not always the case. So just know that that is something you can, sorry, set on my screen. I think this is good. Not, Lord, I don't know if this is good or bad, but I have two phones now. So when people message me, I was like, oh, I just got a message. Let me respond back. I said this earlier. My phone, I got a new phone for my birthday. And so now that I have a second phone, I was able to instantly respond back. I was like, oh, let me respond back to this message real quick. So, which is probably bad because I'm in the live, but the good thing is I probably would have forgot to respond, y'all. So I just gotta, so sometimes you gotta go with it because that might have been a message that I would have sat there and I'm like, oh, I never responded. Will do. Um, let's see. We'll do go into practice with shoppable first. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, that's good. Shoppable videos. Awesome, awesome. Okay. Um, and so yeah, definitely do your practice. Here's what happened with my shoppable videos. That's actually what I'm texting about because Live Legion, I told you guys I'm with an agency for shop. Um, and I told her about my violation. So that's what ended up happening. So she's responding to me. So she's responding to me based on my comments. So I just want to make sure. Okay, I'm good. I can pause now. I'll respond back to her later. Okay. Thank you so much, Miss Treetop. How are you, friend? Thank you for joining the live. Good afternoon. Thank you so much for being here. So yeah, let me just talk about my violation. So she's asking, did I get it? Did I hear back from it yet? And I have not. So at this point, I'm still waiting to hear back. So long story short, some of my friends that are in here, I had a video that I posted on Tuesday. What's today? Thursday, Tuesday. And I use the script from inside TikTok Shop. I show you guys, and I can show you where it's at. If anybody's interested, let me know if we need to have a shop conversation. There was a couple things that I said we were going to talk about this second live, so let me know if anybody has questions. I think Coach Miss Jessie, how you doing, Coach Rhonda? Appreciate you, friend. Flash goal is the roses. Look at TikTok gave us 6 roses. Let me know if anybody had questions. How you doing, Nika? TikTok just gave us the flash goal. Appreciate you all coming in. Thank you so much. Hello, hello. Appreciate all the support. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for supporting the live. We are almost there. 2 more roses with for the flash goal. Thank you so much, friends. Appreciate you. Um, okay, I just want to make sure. Why is she talking about? Okay, thank you so much, Pete. Hi, Pat. Appreciate you. Okay, appreciate you, friend. Nurse, how you doing, friend? Thank you all. Did we get the flash go that quickly? We did. Look at y'all. Appreciate you. The comments was coming in from the YouTube channel. So I see you, friend. Thank you so much. Let me know if you have questions. And definitely, yes, Michelle, she can answer questions too about your growth strategy over here. But we're talking about a couple different things. And yes, I am co-streaming. so you can see what I'm doing. I actually went live for 5 seconds looking around earlier. What happened? Did you really? You should have stayed. What happened? How you doing? Welcome back, friends. All you are coming back. Appreciate you all being here. Good afternoon. So wait a minute. Tell me more. I was about to share. I was about to share the fact that I had gone. I had posted. I was just looking around. Okay, we're gonna poke around a little bit more on that because you should just stay live. I'm just gonna say that you should just stay live. So I posted a video. Let me talk about shop real quick. So I posted a video. I used the video assistant. In the video assistant, you can find the script to use. Thank you, Michelle. Appreciate you. You can find the script to use in a sense that you are able to use that script and then use it to do a voiceover for your video. How you doing, Yvette? Appreciate you being here. So I did it for a voiceover for my video, and I used the script from within TikTok. So this was in the video assistant. Well, apparently, thank you so much. Appreciate you, friend. Apparently, some of the word verbiage, I guess, was they said it was exaggerated or unsubstantiated type claims. I was like, well, well, and it's on the box too. So everything I said came directly from the product, and from the video assistant script too. So I was like, TikTok, y'all need to get this together. So long story short, I have a violation that I have to now get appealed. And so I submit the appeal for it. So we'll see what happens. But my point of saying that is, um, just to make sure that you guys kind of pay attention to those scripts. If there's anything in there that you're like, oh, that sounds a little too far reaching or something like that, I would say just pay attention to it and maybe not say it. So there was one thing that I can probably note too, like if I was, and they didn't say what exactly it was that I said. But I think if I look back and think about the script itself and what was said, I was like, well, maybe that was the one phrase that I should have used different. I should have used a different phrase. So just kind of pay attention to that. I mean, you live and you learn, but at the same time, it's kind of annoying because it's there. So you're reading what's there and you think everything is legit, but it's not. And we talked about that earlier where the AI is not always accurate. So it's not. You said, I was just looking around. You said, see what has happened was. See what has happened was. So did it go live on you? Is that what happened? Lights aren't working again. Be right back. Oh my gosh, what's going on? Good afternoon. How you doing, Permon? Appreciate your friend. You said, of course they wouldn't tell you. I know. There's just too much right going on. Hey, how you doing, friend? AI hallucinates. It does exaggerates. It does all that. So thank you all for being here. Okay, Coach Brown, really quickly. You said it went live on you, so you pressed the button, and I'm assuming what had happened was is that it should have popped up the screen to say, do you want to go live or not? And what did you press? The yes option, and you didn't realize you was pressing yes, and it took you live, and it did 3, 2, 1 countdown on you. Is that what happened? And then you instantly cut it off. I'm assuming that's what happened. You got caught up in it. Hello, what happened, friend? Oh, well, I was sharing the story. How you doing, Rose? I was sharing the story that it didn't ask though. Oh, it didn't ask you. Oh, it should have asked you. Somebody else said it didn't ask them before. I've never seen it where it didn't ask, but I don't know. Let me ask this: do you have what I'm noting is that sometimes it treats Apple users, iPhone users versus Android users. Which device do you have differently? I have an Apple, but I wonder if it's an Apple Android thing. It always says, it always asks you. Yeah, it always asks me too in the practice mode. Yeah. So I wonder if there's an Apple Android difference there, because I've seen people talk about certain features that they have that the other device does not have. So that may be it. You said I'm an Android user. It might be that. That might be the trick. It might be the difference between Apple and Androids. I'm just going to say that out loud. Rose, what are you? Are you an Apple or Android? Anybody else who say that it doesn't ask? I have an Android and it asked me. So maybe not. Trisha says she has an Android and you did ask her. So I don't know. Maybe you need to update your app. That might be another thing. Maybe update your app. Yeah, so Rose, what I was sharing is that I got a violation on my video. So Jessica knows about it. I've been in communication with her about it. But she knows about it. But one of my videos where I used the video assistant script, and it turns out the video is performing well. In relatively speaking, because videos were really performing very low lately. And so the videos were performing pretty decent for compared to the other videos I put out lately. And so I'm surprised, and I'm like, okay, so they put a violation and assess points. So I have a appeal going in right now, but it was really me using the script. I didn't ad lib or anything like that. But obviously when I think back, if, and again, the way they did it, they didn't say one specific sentence or one specific word that was inappropriate or exaggerated or whatever the case may be. But when I go back and look at it, I was like, okay, I could have said one phrase differently. I think that might have been what caught me up. But other than that, I don't know what the answer was. Um, so you said, Trisha, you have an Android. Per mom, you say you have an Android. It asked me, could be just too quick on the clicking. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You might have clicked it too fast. I haven't seen Darlene. Oh, I haven't seen Darlene either. I'm gonna message her. The trick is on the opposite side of saying yes or no. So I actually will take your live if. Say that again. Say the trick is it's on the opposite side of saying yes or no. So it actually will take you live if. Oh, okay. You're talking about the live situation. Yeah. Okay. Somebody got filtered. So TikTok filtered someone. Hello. How you doing, some sugar? How you doing, friend? Click wrong. Yeah. I haven't even seen her light on. I wonder if she's on vacation. I gotta check. I don't know if she was, you know, traveling. I don't. She didn't say anything. I don't remember. Obviously, I was gone. Cause she didn't. Did she come back? Did she come back Monday? She came back Monday, didn't she? I felt like I saw her in the room Monday, but I don't know if I've seen her since. Yeah. I'll reach out to her on IG too. I and Michelle left. I could have asked Michelle too. I have an iPhone. It buffers. I'll be back. Okay. You said I have an iPhone. Okay. My friends have iPhones. Okay, I got my notepad to take notes, Fred. You got it, Fred. You said she was here Monday, but I didn't see her. So maybe she wasn't here Monday. Maybe I made that up. You haven't seen her since last week then. I felt like I saw her. I don't know why I felt like I saw her name. Um, what do you do when you cannot go do your normal times? Special video, just mention it in the prior live. I do mention it in the previous live. I do put it in my notes and in my story. I usually do it there. So when I wasn't going live for the last couple of days, I put a note in and a story in. Hope she's okay. Yeah. Um, can I go live? I meant to type. Okay. You know what? Let me check something real quick because I never. Since I have the other device, y'all, I can use it. I'm gonna check. You got me thinking about it. I don't want to miss. I don't want to miss out on the opportunity to check in on her, because I'm gonna check over and see if she was over in the chat. She was not. So let me check. I'm gonna send her a message over here. She was not in the chat. So I'm gonna send her a message right now. Okay. Thank you all. Um, okay, I just sent her a message on the IG, and then I'll make a point to try to remember to send her a message on TikTok too. IG, we can usually message pretty quickly over there. Thank you all. Thank you, Nika, for saying that again. I think you had said it earlier too, and we didn't see her come through. Can I go live? I meant to type. What you mean you cannot go live? What happened, per mom? Say that again. Okay, she hope she's okay. Yeah. So we'll see if all is well. Thank you all for coming in. I appreciate you all. Per mom, let me go back. What do you do when you cannot do your normal time special video? Just mention it in the prior live. And you said, can I go live? I meant to type. So like when you cannot go live, yeah. So just clarifying earlier comment. Gotcha. Okay. So when it comes to, if so for example, Friday when I was on my vacation, how you doing, Eugene? When I was on my vacation, I put something in my story and just said, "Hey, I won't be able to go live," and I shared the news about my phone acting up, and obviously I had to get a new phone and stuff, and so all that became part of something I put in my story for people, so they knew, and then I put a note also, so people knew also because obviously I go live twice a day, so I was announcing it and sharing with people that I wasn't going to be able to go live, and so. Um, I was being very proactive by sharing it. I think it's best practice to definitely share it and let people know what your schedule is. And if you can, how you doing, trusted lady? Thank you so much. Level 27 coming up in here. Let me. So yeah, I would definitely tell you or encourage you to keep people posted so that they know when to expect you, what to expect as your time goes on. And so you're coming in and going. You're coming and going. People know where you're at and stuff. And so, for example, we're talking about Miss Darlene. Now we haven't seen her. So we checking in on her. We checking on our folks, friends. So we trying to say, okay, where is she at? What's going on? Because we're used to seeing her over the last couple of days. And when you have people who are um, regulars and they're coming to your live, and other people who are live hosts that you're used to seeing all the time, yeah, you want to make sure you share that information, share those update things. I wasn't sure what to do. So it's funny. Let me do this. Like, so now that I have this other device, let me check and see if Miss Darlene put a message out there. She might have, and we just haven't looked. So let me check on her page. So if I check on her page, I may have to check on my other account. Um, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to see her page pop up on this page since we're not following each other. And I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it from this account because I'm live here. So I'm gonna have to look on. Let's see if I can see on my shop page. If I can see if she's live. If she put something in her notes. Let me know if any of you guys can check on her as well. Let's see. Let's see. She don't have a story. She don't have anything in her story. So I don't see anything there. So yeah. MJ, how are you, friend? Hello, hello. All right, friends. Let me know. Yeah, I don't see anything on her story. I'm gonna send a message um, since I'm here. Anyway, thank you so much, friends. Appreciate you all. How you doing? Everybody coming into the live. Okay, I just sent her a message over here too. So she got two messages from me, one on IG. Now this is my shop page, but hopefully she gets it. I just want to check and see. But no, I don't see anything in her story. So I think that's a best practice. Post 4 to 5 days ago on her accounts. Okay. Um, yeah, I don't remember her saying she was traveling. So I don't know. I don't remember her saying anything. Um, Let me know if you guys heard anything too. So we'll hopefully she responds back. She usually does. Obviously, we know she usually on my IG channel, she'll usually say good morning and stuff too. So that's been another way for us to kind of keep up with her. Um, so I appreciate you all bringing that to my attention too, that we haven't seen her. Obviously, since I had traveled, I hadn't noted that she had not been in the rotation, coming and going and stuff. So we'll see if we can kind of keep up with her. Appreciate you all. That's community. Let me just say that, y'all. Let me just lean into that for a second because that's what this is all about. If you have people who are coming through and supporting and are regulars, we want to make sure we're checking on folks and just seeing where people are at. And then to your point, per mom, if you are going to be, stepping away for a little bit, you got some other stuff going on, yeah, just let us know. Just put in your story or put a post out there or, make an announcement so people know what's going on. Yes, keep up with people. Exactly. That is so important. And that's important. Like, earlier when I was chatting, I was sharing how, as you're thinking about your growth strategy and what you want to see happen with your live stream and stuff, you want to make sure you're building community. So a lot of the little strategies I was sharing earlier is, I posted about it today in terms of looking at your live recordings, making sure you're making eye contact, looking at the comments, making sure you're following what people are saying, and people want to feel seen and heard. So when you miss comments or if you are ignoring people or you don't acknowledge the people in the room, it matters, and that's how you ultimately build community. So if you're doing that too frequently, people are gonna stop coming. People are like, okay, well, you're not seeing my comments, you're not seeing the things I'm doing, you're not seeing my engagement. So why would I engage with your live? So just kind of keep that in mind. Love our little family here. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate your friends. My newbies, my people in the room, if you got questions, and if you're not newbie, if you're not a newbie, go ahead and say something in the chat so we all know you're here. And then, my returners, I always say this, my live hosts, my people who are going live, put it in the chat so we can see it. What time zone, and topic you're going live on, just so we can get those comments going too. And then my people who are still trying to figure out this live journey, trying to figure out if they want to go live, put that in the chat too. I want to make sure I'm supporting your questions. So Coach Brown, you said you accidentally went live earlier. In your process of accidentally going live, how was your experience? Oh, Nika putting the eyeballs in, because Nika's like, and my people who are here constantly supporting the live, not going live yet. Put that in the chat too. Put that in the chat too. Let's see who you are. I appreciate you all coming through. He said, Nika said, that's me. I'm still trying to figure it out. See, that's the Grow with Grace. You said you the same way. That's you. Little Fonz tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. There we go. How is your day going? How you doing, One Bad Granny? How you doing? Going? It's going well. It's going well. Thank you so much. I like it here though. He said I like it here though. Thank you so much, friend. You keep me accountable. That's it. Nika like, wait a minute. We ain't seen Darlene. So what you gonna do? Get it together. We're gonna put an SOS out for Darlene. I mean, I wasn't scared, but I wasn't really ready either. Oh, okay. Okay, there you go. Thank you so much, Damaris, for the hair compliments. Appreciate your friend. Okay, I go live 5 days a week, 3 times this account, two times other. Plus, I squeeze an extra one every now and then. There you go. You do the pop-ups. Still have low numbers at them. Okay, okay. We're gonna do that. Thank you so much, love. Appreciate the compliments. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to wait till I travel and return to try again. Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I missed something. Grace, so you have gone live. Uh-oh. Hold on one second. You have gone live. Oh, TikTok's not letting me scroll. We're going to talk about the low numbers per mom. Let's go there in a second. And then Grace, what you mean by you're going to try what you go? Hair is on point for real. Thank you so much. I tell people I did this myself, y'all. This crochets. I did this myself. I was like, okay, I'm proud of myself. And I was teasing earlier. I'm not teasing really. Practice makes progress. Okay? So this is somebody I was like, you know what? I don't have time to be sitting in nobody's shop. I'm just gonna figure it out myself. And I said, I know how to braid because I'm a pretty decent braider. Don't get me wrong. I'm a pretty decent braider. So when you do it on yourself, it becomes not as great. But I've had a lot of practice with my daughter over the years. So she was my human baby doll. And then obviously if you grew up in the 80s, you had a lot of dolls because I had little Cabbage Patch Kids and all this stuff. So I had a lot of dolls. So I grew up understanding hair and how to do it. Not a professional, but I know how to do it. So I said I just did it myself. You said you must be skilled. I just go ahead. I had practice. I could do it. I got some other hidden talents. I was teasing one time where I said I know how to jump double dutch really good. People don't know that. I have a hidden talent for that too. It's not often nowadays you pull out the jump rope, but I can jump double dutch really good. I have gone live here and there, not consistent at all. Things just keep coming up. You gotta figure out that schedule. You said Dr. Lisa Chi-Town. That's it. That's Chi-Town girl. Growing up in the shy, you learn. You figure it out real quick. You said yes. Yes, it does. I always do my own crochet. That's it. You just do it. You just figure it out your own way. So yeah, I've been experimenting. Now this hair, I probably wouldn't get again. We're gonna have to figure this out. I'm probably gonna have to get a better quality hair, but it's fine for the camera. But every day it's not the best quality. Yeah, I'm originally from Chicago. I live in Orlando now, but born and raised in Chicago. You said learning skills. Yep. We are doing a throwback fun day this weekend. Are you really? I want to jump. I plan to jump. Wait a minute. Say that again. Say that again. So wait a minute, Coach Rhonda. What are you talking about? In not in your virtual life, in your real life. What are you doing? You doing something this weekend with the family? You said I plan to jump double dutch. You said me too. Are you Diamond? You talking about jumping double dutch, or you saying Chicago? Which one? Oh, that's funny. That's funny. I'm curious. What are you saying, Coach Rhonda? I'm curious. I might have to join you. We might have to do a virtual jump off. I ain't got no turners in this house though. Nobody can turn for me well. Nobody in the house. I got all men in the house right now, so nobody will be able to do a good turning. I'm in Park Ridge. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. You said both. You said I'm a jumper and a Chicagoan. I love it. I love it. Yes, in real life, a group of women. Oh, really? Okay, that's fun. Yeah, there's a whole double Dutch society chapter. They like got chapters all the way around. I never, obviously I didn't participate in that, but I could do it. They would let me in. They better learn today. You said not family to men. Between my 5 year old and my husband, I ain't even got the height differential ain't gonna work for me. They're not gonna be able to turn quickly. We used to do so. Me and my sister. So just really quickly, I'm gonna digress real quick. My sister and I are well, we just were last week. We were the same age. So I turned 49. Me and her were 48 for the same for about 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks. So we were the two of us, two girls, and growing up, we had a fence. And you know how you tie the rope to the fence and you got one turner. So the fence is your turner and then the other person is turning. So I learned how to jump that way. So that's how I learned how to jump. And then there was a girl across the street. He said Irish twins, yep. And then there was a girl across the street. We taught her how to turn. So to this day, she can say she knows how to jump double dutch too, because me and my sister taught her how to turn for us, turn double dutch, and learn how to jump. So she got a little hidden talent too, because she learned really quickly with the three of us, three of us playing, doing double dutch, and for years we did that probably from when we were like 5 to about 12, jumping rope together. But yep, so I need to borrow one of your many talents. I have none. Now I can add live streamer on as one of my many talents. People are like, girl, you live stream? Yes, yes. I'm a live host. Yes, I remember the things we did. Yes, that's it. You just had to learn how to jump. So that's it. You said that's straight Chicago. Yes, that is straight Chicago. When I bring stuff up that like that to my husband, he's like, "What in the world?" Like he doesn't know that. So if I told him that story, he'd be like, "Y'all did what? What happened?" He didn't grow up with sisters either, so his whole perspective on girls and how things operate, he like is so foreign for him. You said I was the best jump rope. you. He was. I'm good at turning and jumping. Now I'm gonna say this. Let me say this in all fairness. I can't do flips. I can do flips. I can do some little footwork. I can jump really high. And I can stay on beat. Yeah, that's it. But I'm not doing no flips. I'm not doing no one hand cartwheels and stuff like that. I can't do any of that, y'all. So that I can't do. So if y'all thought my skills went that far, it don't go that far. I can't do that. But I can do some nice footwork and I can do, stay on beat and, jump into the rope. A lot of people can't jump in the rope, but I can jump in the rope. So I'm pretty good in that way too. What was the other one? Chinese. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That one, I do know that. I was good. I was good. I was okay. Yeah, I couldn't do all the way to like the high levels. I think I could do like the first three or four things. We went, y'all. We went way back. We went all the way back. Now, my friend Grow with Grace, my per mom, they said I have live host questions. You said what? I was on the jump rope team in school. Were you really? You so y'all had a whole team? Okay. You said I was on the jump rope team. We didn't have a team. We didn't have a team. We should have. You, you said, you're a beautiful friend. I'm glad to stop in here and say hello. Thank you so much, Trust Lady. Appreciate your friend, Trust Lady T. What was the other? Well, yeah, I don't know that one as well. Absolutely not. No flips. Okay, okay, Coach Ron. I was trying to say, I was trying to put in perspective. I didn't know how good you were, because you might be like, okay, if you can't do flips, you ain't no real jump, no double dutcher. So I can't do flips. That I cannot do. Uh, you said I'm from Philly and will love double dutch. Jumped in, out the rope, and two at a time. I'm of it, all of it. Yes, absolutely no flips. No, me either. Chinese jump rope. Oh, you can't do that either. You never see it. I learned a little bit, but I couldn't do all of it. The way your feet, you have to jump in and do all the different. I could do jump in, jump out, jump side to side, jump on, jump in, jump out. Y'all see, look, y'all didn't know I do that. Y'all didn't know I knew that. And then it goes, it's like two or three levels, so I can't do the other levels. uh, the laughing and clapping. Coach Brown, that's in the app. That's under effects. I'm sorry, that's under enhance, that little magic wand when I showed earlier. And then you click sound effects. Sound effects are there. You said, yes, that's part of your live. It's in there for you, friend. Yep. Yes, in California. Yep. Okay, California, y'all had teams. Okay. I told you there's chapters now, too. So I'm not surprised. You said this is Throwback Live, Throwback Thursday. Okay, how are we still fit? No. Hi. Oh, hello, friends coming in. Appreciate your friends. Come on in. No flips here. Yes. You gave me a throwback Thursday. Oh, yes, I appreciate y'all. That was fun. I haven't but no, I haven't double dutched in a while. I double dutched. It was funny. One time so this time, so I'm taking myself back. My ex-husband and I, we went to like a picnic. It was like a reunion type picnic, and some girls had brought out. They had their jump rope, and I remember him saying when I jumped in the rope, he was like, "Who knew?" He was like, "Who knew you could do that?" I was like, "You never asked." It's never come up in conversation. So yeah, so you guys will surprise your families if y'all go out and get some ropes and start jumping. Y'all family be like, "What in the world? Who knew?" Um, but yeah, so really quickly, Grow with Grace and Per Mom. Let's go back. So you guys both said, I think Per Mom, you were saying engagement in your life has still been kind of low. Let me understand context for a little bit of context. How long have you been doing your live streams on a consistent basis? Let's talk through that a little bit. And then Grow with Grace, you were sharing, let me see if you're still in the room, friends. I might have lost y'all, just in case I lost any of you all. You were sharing that you had done a few lives, but you were a little nervous. You were inconsistent. So we're gonna talk about consistency too. For about 8 weeks consistently. Oh, that's decent. That's good. 8 weeks consistently, and you do. Well, I'm trying to remember what you said. You said 3 times on this account, and then 2 times on the other account, and then you do pop-ups. I think that's what I heard. Let me know if I had that right. Thank you so much, friends, for the roses. He said, right. See, I remember. So, okay, so here's what I will share with you. Now, I'm just gonna put this in perspective. There's a couple things I want you to kind of think through, like your approach. Because you're doing 3 days a week, not bad. Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna say that that's bad. 8 weeks of doing that, that's good. You're teaching the algorithm that you're showing up. You're showing up consistently. I will say though, so you're almost at 2.5 months in or so. Not quite 2 full months. Well, I'm sorry, 1.5 months, almost 2 months in fully. Um, when you think about showing the algorithm that you're showing up daily, think of it this way. If you were to add up all those days that you've gone live for this account, you're probably right close to 30 days. You know what I'm saying? So you do all the math, and maybe even under 30 days. But recognizing that it's going to take the algorithm time. And so what I tell people is that if you went closer to daily, you'll see things kind of increase. You'll see people showing up more consistently for you, and you'll start to build that community. So if I was to use Coach Rhonda, I'm going to use you as an example because I know you're one that's more recently starting your journey, and you're almost at 60 days. Um, and so when it comes to your growth, her numbers are not super large. Like my numbers are not super large. Obviously they're still on the low end and the algorithm's doing whatever it's doing. But I will say she has consistency. She has consistency in her live stream and coming, showing up. I think she does 5 or 6 days a week. And on top of that, she has returners. She's built somewhat of a community. So I want to just say that, name that. Yes, that's correct. Yep. I missed the effect information earlier. The effect information, the effect information. For what, the sound effects? Is that what you meant by that? 6 days per week. Okay. Yeah, so that matters in terms of you being able to see your own professional growth, your growth in the live stream, but also you're teaching the algorithm that I'm showing up, here's what I'm doing, here's my schedule, here's here's the information I'm presenting. And then you're allowing your audience to get used to that schedule as well. And so you end up getting, more people who are committed to your live and showing up with you. They may not show up every single day. You do get some people who show up every day. You do. Like the Nikas, the Lunas, the Coach Rhondas, the Coach Jessies, the Trishas, the Miss Darlene. Where the heck is Miss Darlene? The Happies. So you're like people who show up. And then you're gonna get people who come and they know when you're alive, they know when to expect you because they know your schedule. So just kind of think of it that way when it comes to consistency. That's going to be the consistency piece. Like, how do you create a schedule that people can be on board with? Did I say the Lunas? I think I said the Lunas. Did I say the Lunas? Oh, I said the Lunas. um, and so just know that that's important. So as you think about that schedule, thank you, Fran. As you think about that schedule, the other thing I will say, so that's the consistency piece. So then I will say the engagement piece. What you're going to have to do is probably early on, pay attention to your people in your room, your people with your blue boxes, your people with your orange hearts, the daily heart me's. Pay attention to that. Kind of get a sense of who's in the room, who's coming into your live, and do they know how to engage? Do they understand the consistency piece? Thank you so much, Luna. Do they understand the engagement piece of your live? Like, are they liking the live? If nothing else, when they come in, are they commenting and asking questions? I guess the flip side of that is how much of that are you asking of them? Okay, so earlier in my live, I just posted about this today. So this is today's post, and I kind of spilled it over into the live today. Earlier in my live, I said, you want to go back and look at your recordings. Okay, so that's what I posted about today. And I said there's 3 tips that I gave for why you want to really pay attention to those recordings, because that's going to help you have camera improvement. So you're going to improve your camera presence. It also is going to help with you understanding patterns of how people are chatting with you, communicating with you. When is your chat activated? When does it calm down and you have that low? What are you doing when it gets activated? What happens when it goes down? So you really want to go back and look at those recordings. And then also when you think about those recordings, you'll see, are you engaging in the chat? Are you really talking to your audience? Are you having a whole conversation? So we had a whole conversation about jumping rope, and I was in the chat and reading comments and connecting with people. Are you a person who, are you focused on your topic and focused on what you're having to share? Or are you someone who is including the chat in that conversation? And so one of the things that you could do to make sure you're including the chat in that conversation is maybe, early on have an outline. And I tell people maybe have a good practice. I think a best practice is to maybe have some questions, or maybe almost like FAQs when you think about it, like frequently asked questions, so that even if people are not going to answer your question, you have something that you're able to kind of draw in a conversation. So Luna, her lives I've been to went really well, and I think Coach Rhonda, you do it well too. All of you do it well. Coach Jesse, you do it well as well, because you ask questions that are going to ask people to participate, and people are going to share their thoughts, especially if they're really interested and passionate about the topic. So people are going to communicate back, and then you're going to read those comments. You're going to engage back with them. So that's important too. So go back and look at your recordings and just see, like, how much am I balancing asking people, integrating them into the conversation, into the live stream, versus just being a talking head. You know what I'm saying? So just kind of think of it that way. Let me know if anybody else is doing that. Put it in the chat so we can see who else is doing that. But I think that's important as a strategy. Anybody else have other strategies that you're doing? That's helpful too. If there's something you're doing to kind of get people to engage back, because as we're a small group, maybe we can offer some other suggestions too, because I think that's important. And then my people who are viewers of lives, like, what is it that you like to have happen? Like when you go to a live, what is it about the live that that really excites you? I think that's going to be important too. So you kind of get a sense of other viewers, what they like to experience. But at the end of the day, it's really important for you to kind of know your audience and kind of know your topic enough so that you can kind of draw people in. The more you can draw them in, you'll be able to kind of get the chat activated. So annoyed when there is no information about what is happening in the live. What you mean, no information about what's happening? So you like to know, um, you like to know the title of the live, or what do you mean by that? Um, what do you mean by that? Like the description? Let me know what you meant by that, friend. Or are you meaning the analytics? Are you talking about after the live ends and you can look at your analytics? Let me know. Because that may be the other thing you need to look at. The analytics are really helpful too, because you can kind of go back and see, um, some stats, some demographic information. How many people attended your live? Obviously, was it male, female, gender, different countries that were representing your live, like that type of data too. So you can see that. That's helpful. Um, so you can definitely look at your live. You can go back and look at comments. Obviously, you can look at people who are watching. So let me say this, my people, my people who are not in this live right now, you're watching me from the other side and you haven't tapped to watch the live personally. I can see y'all. I can go back and look at the data and see what y'all watch, who watched the live, even though you didn't tap in. So there is data for that. I just want to put that out there to you all. So it's important for you to see that. Dr. Lee said, yes, laugh out loud. Yeah, it's there. You can see the watchers. And so just so that y'all know, so it's better for you, my watchers, it's better for you to go on here and tap in and get your daily heartbeat and come on in and participate in this live and ask questions and get your engagement points. You said that's good to know. Yes. That's important. I tell people that all the time. They don't realize. Yeah, the live folks can go back and look at who watched their live and how long they watched it. How you doing, friend? How you doing, Heaven? What happens, love? Appreciate your friend. Silly question. How do you get white and different color hearts? What do you mean? That's good to know. What do you mean? How you doing, Heaven's love? Appreciate your friend being here. What you mean? The hearts that's flying up here? What hearts you talking about? When people are in the chat and they're commenting, they put a comment in different colors like that? Yeah, look at per moms. Let's see. Is that what you meant? It's part of their texting. So when they're on their phone, they're just picking up the texting images, the emojis. Yeah, they're picking different heart colors. That's what's happening. Yeah. Yeah, they're emojis. That's it. It's from the phone, from your phone. So put a heart in the chat. So comment, just pick a color. Put purple hearts. Purple's my favorite color. I don't Y'all wouldn't know that because I don't never wear. I wear purple every now and then. My purple blouse. But put purple in the chat and you purple heart. There you go. Yeah, that's it. Under the smiley face in the Android. Okay, yeah. The iPhone is the smiley face too. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's where it's at. Yeah. So you can easily and then you guys know when I pinned her comment, I just type the words and then the screen pops up and you can pin someone's comment that way. I just want to say that. Oh yeah, purple hearts. How you doing, friend? You said I low key miss you. I low key miss you too. Where you been, friend? I appreciate you coming through. I am also trying to figure out boards and how they work. Cannot seem to get one to come up. Don't bother. We are anti boards in this room. Don't waste your time. Them boards are tricky and complicated, and TikTok don't know what to do with it. So Luna had her 24-hour issue with boards because she had a board that she used. You got to get them approved. You type some words on it. You click boards. You type some words on it, and then they approve it. They approve Luna's, but then we really do believe her troubles came because of that board. I've heard people talk about the boards being problematic because of what you put on the board. TikTok may approve it, but then depending on what's the communication, how do you talk about that content, it's too complex. I would not bother with a board. I would just say, it's fine because they really will. She got a violation for it, so they really will violate you. And I've heard people talk very much about the boards being the problem. You said purple's your favorite color too. A black women's wear pink is purple. Yes. Is it really? No, I really appreciate you. When you click to type, then look for the smile face. Okay, face above the letters. Yep. Um, Pen, thank you for the education. Um, you want me to put that? Happy, you want me to pin it? Is that what you want me to pin? Thank you so much, friend. Yes. Good to know. Yeah, yeah, I would avoid the boards. Yeah, because it's. Thank you so much. Heaven's love for the purple heart. Appreciate your friend. And then let's see. Were you able to get it? One baddie. Let me know if you were able to get it. I want to make sure I answer. I see if you're able to put a heart in. Um, yeah, the boards are complex. I think they have caused a lot of problems for people. Really quickly, I got a message that I'm waiting to investigate a little bit more. Apparently, the whole music thing with TikTok is a thing. So I will say you guys want to make sure you're being careful. No, you just taught me how to pin. I am grateful. Oh, okay. Appreciate your friend. You said no, you weren't able to do it. Okay, where you type the word no, do you have in your phone? What kind of phone are you using? Are you using an iPhone or an Android? Where you type the word no, it should allow you on your phone in the tech comment section. Let me show you. So I'm here. You see that little smiley face there? In here? And then if you start scrolling up, let's see. Oh, it's no. Let's see. Let me type in the word. I wonder if it'll let me do it. See, here it is. Now it's on my phone. There we go. That's what I needed. I was like, wait a minute. Why didn't it show my phone text? So here on my phone, I see a smiley face here. So now I'm in my own phone smiley face things. And so if I want to put a red heart, I'm just going to hit send. So you see that red heart I just sent? That's my other page, y'all. That's the other page. Y'all don't have to follow that page. That's the research page. So if that pop in your on your account, you know Dr. Lisa in your room. Let's see. Um, let's see. Let's do a different one. So I'm gonna do another one. So now I'm here, and then now I'm in my text in thread here. I'm gonna type in. I'm gonna type in heart. I could have put white heart, but if I look here, the different hearts will show up. So there's a white heart. It looks very transparent. So I'm gonna type that in there, and then I'm gonna hit send. There's a white heart. So yeah. So when you go to your, as if you're about to type a message, now it pops up my messages. This is the way when you send a text message. So this is the screen you see. So I'm able to go to my particular, the smiley face here. I'm able to go to my particular emojis, and then in this box here, this bottom one is my emoji area. So it says hearts. So it already has me with different hearts. Let me retype the word heart. Or if you put a color in, you can put a white heart. So there you go. Yep. Yep. So that's how you do it. Yep. So you just type in the word heart, and then you can see all the different hearts that you have for your emojis. You say okay. So yeah, just see what you have. And then that's the way to do it. And then it shows up when you put it in there. It should show up. But yeah, let me know if that's not working for you. So that's the way to do it. Yeah, friends. So let me know who. Okay, we got to chatting and talking. Was there what other questions that I was supposed to answer? Patty, appreciate your friend. What other questions was I supposed to answer? I was gonna stay on. I'm probably gonna stay on to about another 30 minutes. I'm gonna stay at 90 minutes in total, so I'm a little over an hour, but I'm happy to stay another 30 minutes. We can chat it up. Because I have shop today. I gotta get shop ready. So my TikTok shop, this is the Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It's actually funny because I actually forgot when I was talking to my 10 o'clock. I never mentioned it. So I totally forgot that I had shop today. So you said, what subject? What subject, friend? Tell me what subject. What you need. Um, you said got to go. See you tomorrow. Thank you, Per Mom. Appreciate your friend. Hopefully I helped a little bit. I don't know if I got as in depth as I probably could have, but let me know if that was helpful. How can I create subscription stickers? Subscription stickers. Still here. How you doing, friend? Let me know if you have questions too. Let's see. I thought music was only a problem if you were doing TikTok shop. That's for shoppable videos. You got to make sure you use the commercial music. But what I'm hearing lately is that people are saying you got to make sure the music is the copyright restrictions are being enforced quite a bit. And in lives, obviously, you don't necessarily have the copyright. So I think they're trying to limit music being played in live. And so we talked about it briefly at the 10 o'clock. That's the understanding I'm having. I'm waiting for some more information to come out about it. But it sounds as if that's what TikTok is saying. Like, people are playing music that they don't have the copyright for. So I think they're trying to really hone in on that. So responding to email thing to responding to email things. Let me what does that mean? Heaven's love. What? Let me explain that a little further. I'm missing something. How you doing, Dr. Trish? Appreciate your friend coming through. I was able to stop by your live yesterday. Appreciate you. I struggle with sounding competent in my lives because I'm not really an expert in anything. You are. So here's what I tell people. So there's a couple of ways you can do it. What's your live topic? Maybe let me start there. I know I saw. Thank you. You're welcome, friend. Um, let me understand a little bit more. You said sorry. No problem. Let me so Heaven's Love, explain your comment a little bit more so I can answer that. And then Soda, let me understand a little bit more about what you're saying. You said I'm listening but at work. Okay, got your friend. Okay. Um, let me understand a little bit more what your topic is. So here's what I would tell you. You don't have to be an expert. I think that's a misnomer that you have to be an expert. That is not what this is about. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be the expert in the room. I will tell you, depending on what your topic is, you are someone who is, maybe you're a beginner, maybe you're intermediate, maybe you understand a aspect of what this process is like. When I think about going live, there are live hosts that have been doing this for years. And then there are people who are like me. And then there's new people who are even newer than me. And so just know that it's all relative, first of all. And so don't feel like you have to be in a box and only certain people can be the experts in the room. I think that's, I'm about to go on a soapbox in a second because I had a small experience that at the end of the day, I try not to um, give it too much energy and power, but at the same time, I think it's a good teachable moment. I know a lot about the why, but not the solution. You know what? I missed what was the topic. You know what? TikTok might have filtered you. Or discussing why we struggle with achieving our goals. That's fine. That's fine. You don't have to have solutions. Maybe your audience can offer some solutions. Maybe your audience can offer context for why they don't achieve their goals. Maybe you take that, run that question through ChatGPT and ask it for some solutions. You know what I'm saying? You understand the why, and take ChatGPT can give you some solutions that you can talk about. So don't feel like you gotta have to have all the answers. Is it okay to post others hacks and tips? Um, what do you mean by posting others hacks and tips? You can kind of redo it, do it in your own way. So, for example, I don't know. I just think about me talking about the dual camera when that's a post I did a few weeks ago. I didn't see anybody else talk about it, but I don't think I'm the first person to talk about it. Maybe there's somebody else who has a video out there about the dual camera. You know what I'm saying? So just know that, yeah, people are going to do different tips and strategies that other people may have done, but you're doing it in your own way. Yeah, you can do that. Absolutely. I talk about going live. I'm not the only person that talk about going live. There's many people out here talking about going live, and just people give different tips and strategies. So yeah, that's totally fine. How you doing, Alondria? Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you all coming into the live. Thank you so much for that, Dr. Trish. Appreciate you. So let's go back. I don't want you to feel like you have to be the expert in the room. I take a lot of your basics and tell people about it, haha. But I try to give credit by sharing you. Oh, appreciate you, friend. I appreciate the support. But here's what I will say. At the end of the day, I would tell room, and I share this story as a way for you guys to understand. There are people who will put you in a box and people who will try to minimize you and make you feel like you're not competent. And at the end of the day, if that is somebody who's around you in your orbit, in your space, that's somebody you need to get out of your space. You need to let that person go. You need to remove yourself from those people who are going to be naysayers in your ears. Because at the end of the day, you could do this. This is not something where only experts can do it. Yes, to remove. Yes, get them out of your space, out of your head. Don't give them any power or energy. So I was in a room. This was back when we were doing Community Fest in June, and I went into a room, and it was just by I won't give the backstory, but it was just by chance that I went in this room. I didn't stay long, and actually when I went in the room, I felt the energy was off, and so it was a room I should have never went into. Um, Things I needed that. Sometimes people make you feel bad that I'm not. No, don't let people feel me. You got to realize there's information you're sharing that somebody probably never even heard before, or never even thought about, or never even knew. So yeah, you're helping somebody. You're helping somebody. So to there's enough people out there to give information and people to learn from. And maybe your way of teaching and talking about it is something that they appreciate versus another person's style or another person's approach and technique. So, yes, You know, there are many grocery stores in this world, many car dealerships in this world because people are looking for different things. Okay? And they want a different way of shopping and experiencing things. And so don't feel bad if you're not the expert. Yes, never dim your light for someone, anyone, friend. There we go. There we go. Exactly. And people receive things differently from others. No topic is oversaturated. There we go. Exactly. That's exactly what I want to say. And nobody is truly an expert. Let's be real about this. People are still learning. You're evolving. I just told you, TikTok changing the whole music rules. So anybody who talking about music today, they're gonna have to do the research and figure out how to talk about it tomorrow or next week or whatever the case may be. We are all still learning. Okay. So just know that there's room for all of us at this table. And at the end of the day, if there is somebody that is telling you you have to know all the details and all the information, you can tell them to go Google it. Plain and simple. That's it. Go Google it. If you don't like the way I'm sharing this information, go figure it out yourself and go Google it. Okay? That's it. Don't worry about people. And don't let I love what Trisha said. Don't let nobody dim your light. So long story short, I went into this room and that was exactly what the person was trying to do. Dim, be a light dimmer. Okay? Like no. And he was like, oh, well, people who talk about TikTok coaches, he named some other people. I was like, well, wait a minute. That's fine. People can go to them, but they can also go to me and get information. You know? At the end of the day, no, it's room for all of us. And everybody does it differently. People gravitate to people who they want to gravitate to. Okay? So yeah, you got these big creators out here with a lot of followers and stuff like that, and people can go there and get information by all means. But then you can come to me and you can ask your question in the chat and get your question answered. Or you can come to me and I can engage you in the conversation that maybe you won't get the time of day with those other creators. Or you can come to me and we can all learn together. Okay? So that's the reality of this. So you don't have to feel like you have to be the subject matter expert. I think there's some things that you can share with people and say, hey guys, I'm new. I'm learning this. I'm figuring this out as I go. But here's the topic we're going to talk about here because I know a little bit about this subject and how I've experienced it. Yeah, that is so true. Yeah, it is. Absolutely. So just know that that happens. That happens a lot in these streets, and if anybody is doing that to you, you can tell them to politely leave, exit stage north or left or right, whatever the say it is, y'all. So that's it. You do not have to accept that. Don't let them do that to you. If there's anybody doing that to you, then at the end of the day, that's not a person you need to have in your head. Okay? If they're telling you, oh no, you need to know all these details, not at all. Not at all. Okay? And you know, that's pretty much what I tell my daughter. She's in college. And I said, Mom, well, I'm trying to get her to go live, y'all. She don't want to go live. She did used to go live, but she doesn't have time and she doesn't want to do it anymore. But I said, yeah. She's like, well, what would I talk about? And I was like, well, you talk about you being a college student. Yeah, there's people who are in college. There's people who want to go to college. There's people who are curious about your experience. You got so much to talk about. Talk about your experience, you know? So, you know, at the end of the day, you don't have to have all the answers. You don't have to have all the answers. So you just come here and have a topic you want to cover. And who was that? Was that a person in my room yesterday? She was a new gardener. She was just thinking about the gardening niche. And again, she was trying to figure out what to talk about. Nika, we was talking about her because she was also plant-based. And we had a whole conversation about all the different things she could talk about because she was trying to figure out what was she talking about. I was like, you got a lot to talk about. You know, as a new gardener, there's other people who are new gardeners too. I was trying to figure out the zones and what did her different zones mean. I said, I think I understand. I seen it before, but I would love to go to a room and somebody saying, okay, here's what this is about. He said, I remember that. You know, when you go to a room like that and somebody else who's new, and this is kind of how I started my live room, because I positioned my room, and I still do, as a new person's room because I'm new. Many of y'all are new. I do consider myself new still because I'm 7 months into it. Thank you so much, Rand, for the paper crane. I'm 7 months into it, but I'm still new. And so I position myself as a live host, as a newbie. And I was new. I mean, when I first started in January, I had done those first 3 lives. When I started in January, I think I had done about 5 lives up at that point. Nothing consistent. January was kind of my New Year's resolution. New me, new year, that whole experience. I was like, I'm going to do this every day of the month of January. And then I just kept going. I just kept going. And so for me, it was like, okay, I'm new. I'm just figuring this out. I'm just going to talk about being a new person, learning this as I go, and some things I'm learning as I click around. And what would happen is similar to people who have come back and sat with me and talked with me the way Nika, Luna, Coach Jesse, Coach Rhonda, Trisha does. They're sitting here and they're listening, and we talk and we have conversations. And so some of those new people too were doing that. And they were figuring things out too, because they were trying to figure out going live. And they would sit and they would kind of bring, hey, have you heard about this? Okay, and I was like, let me press that. Let me see what happens. And so that's how it went. And I would share some other tips and strategies. And then as the month went on, I said, hey guys, I can see where things are changing through consistency and engagement. I can see how my room has evolved through consistency and engagement. And so I ended up talking about that. And it was like, okay, consistency, engagement. Thank you for sharing. How you doing, Lou? Appreciate your friend. Thank you for the follow as well. And so that matters in terms of how your room, how people will respond to you, because they're trying to figure it out too. Because you'll go to those other creators and the room is rooming and people are chatting and the things are going on, gifts are flying and all that other stuff, and you're like, what the heck is all this about? What do I do? Where do I start? And so people appreciated coming to a room with somebody who would explain it, and they felt comfortable, sitting back listening. You said engaging from California. Appreciate your friend. I'm from Florida. I love being in your room. I've learned so much. Look at you, friend. Thank you so much, Doris. I appreciate that. But yeah, that's what it's about. Don't feel like you have to be an expert in any kind of way. Just come in, talk about your subject, share information about yourself, because people want to get to know, like, and trust you, and then just continue to build community. That's the main thing. Continue to build community. Yes, where things are moving slower. Yes, where things are moving slower. Yes, for the room. Yes, that's important, because you can ask questions. As you're learning how to be a live host and stuff, you can ask questions and stuff, um, and you can feel comfortable getting kind of the information in a way that as you're talking, you can ask follow up questions. How you doing, friend? Thank you so much for being here. And so you can ask follow up questions. How you doing, Coach Brenda? I said Coach Brenda. See, you should be a coach, Coach Brenda. I'm putting it out there. I am connecting today. I'm following you. Appreciate your friend. I appreciate you being here. This is good. Are you a live host? Let me know if you're a live host. You almost got 5,000. Look at you. You right around the corner from that. So congratulations on that. Let me know if you're a live host. And anyone who doesn't scream at you, to give them a heart me. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, that's yeah. Some of it is very self-serving. I get the strategy. I understand what's happening. I understand it. At the same time, though, it is unnerving. When you think about, thank you, you're welcome, friend. When you think about doing it, once you become a live host and you see other people and how some of their antics and some of the things they're doing, you're kind of like, that's not gonna work for everybody. That's not a good strategy. Thank you so much for the daily heartbeat, friend. How you doing, Sage 312? I'm sorry, 314. I don't know why I said two. 312 is the area code in Chicago, isn't it? 312. That's why I said it. All right, friend. I'm doing lives, but growing friends. There we go. Look at you. Look at you coming in here. Coming in here saying all the right things. Lou gave you some hearts. Yes, it is. I love it. I love that. Lou, you are doing the right thing. You said, I'm growing friends. Lou, you almost at 5,000, so you're right there. I'm curious, are you TikTok shop? What are you doing? Um, Retired public health, adventurous gardener lover. Okay, curious senior. There we go, friend. I love that. You're like, ain't ain't nothing stopping me. I'm still moving. Yes, 312-773. There we go. I was both at one point in my life. 773 and 312. Yep. I know what to do when I go into a room. Get the daily heart me. Yep. Share tap gifts is extra if I can. There we go, friend. There we go. That's important. I'm trying to build my community as a mental health advocate and author. Ooh, love it. Sage. Yes, you out here too, friend. 1372 followers. Look at you, advocate. Now are you a live host? Are you going live as well? And then finding my way around and learning the keys to TikTok. There we go. Yeah, so TikTok, how you doing, Jim here? Hey friend, how you doing? Hello. um, Okay. You know what? I'm just seeing a notice on my other phone. They saying that the music thing is not something that is impacted by the US. So that's interesting. Thank you all. I appreciate the support. I see you all. Appreciate you for the gifts. Thank you so much, friends. You guys are awesome. And thank you for all the engagement. You guys are engaging great too. Yes, I'm going live, but with the toddler, the live time changing. Oh Lord, I know that's true. I actually had to well, my guy, he's counting down too, y'all. He's about to start kindergarten. He's so excited. Kindergarten is 2 weeks from now, basically 2 weeks away, and he August 11th. He has a whole little song where he sings about August 11th. Okay, so he is so excited. But yes, so I get it because he's at daycare. So when he's at daycare, that's when I can do this. That's why I've been able to do this, y'all. Because it was kind of like, okay, you know what, I can't do it when he's moving around and stuff. Because you guys know on the weekends he try to come in here and try to talk in the background and stuff. So we can still play music. Yes, I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud? I guess I was about to say it. Um, the U.S. is not affected by the music. That's what the notice just came in at. The U.S. is not affected by the music. It is a Europe situation, the U.K. So that's according to this message I got. Mine is also about to start kindergarten. Really, Soda? Awesome, awesome. Yes. You have a boy or a girl? I have a little boy. He's a 5 year old, and so he is all about it. He got us. We went to the store and we got him his backpack. So he has Spider Man backpack. So he's ready. He is so ready. Oh, he said mine too. Oh, you want really, Jameer? What do you have? Oh, you said a little girl. She's so excited. Oh, I have a little girl. You have a little girl too. Look at there, Jameer. What do you have? You have a little girl too, don't you? She starts childcare on Monday. Oh, what is your little girl's age? Is it 2, 3 year old? What age is your little one? Because you said toddler, so I'm thinking 2 or 3 year old. Twin boy. Oh, I don't think I knew that. Twins. You got 5 year old twins, girl. Praise you. I don't think I knew that. Also, you got twins, a boy and a girl. Wow. My little girl started freshman year of college. Oh! Oh, look at here, Luna. Oh, yeah, that's exciting. You said laugh out loud, yes. Oh, wow. Jim Hare. I did not know that, friend. I'm retired as a single stay-at-home mom. You said I'm retired as a stay-at-home mom. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Your retirement will be that you're stay-at-home mom. Is that what you're saying? Girl. Yes, I love it. I love it, y'all. Um, you say you're retiring. So now what you about to do? You about to be a TikTok live host. Is that what you're about to do? You want to be a TikTok live host? Hey, that's what I'm doing, y'all. I'm going back to work Monday. Are you? Oh, you're going back to work. Okay. I have twin girls, but they're 25. Wow, wow. Yeah, wow. Okay, now, okay, they're done with college. Well, I'm assuming, I'm making that assumption, but they're adulting. They're still adulting, or they past adulting stage at that point. That's awesome. Yeah, mine. Just really quickly, Coach Brown, so and some of the other people in the room that are new. So my story is that my husband and I are second marriages. So my 5 year old is our child together. And then my husband came with two boys that are about to be 20 and 21. And then I came to the marriage with my daughter from my first marriage, and she's about to be 20. So we got the adult teens, the college age kids. They're all in college, and then we have this 5 year old. So that's our situation. Yep, we got the 5 year old boy. I'm enjoying grandparent good as a 20, two boys that year. Oh, nice. Oh wow, grandma too. Nice, nice. Yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah. I told mine. I said, please give us about 10 years before you start having kids. Let your little brother get to like his teenage years. Let us forget what it is to stay up late at night and do all the parenting stuff. And we can really lean into grandparenthood. Give us about 10 years before y'all start having kids. So, so we'll see. Knock on wood. We can get through at least 5 of those 10 years before they start having kids, but we'll see. The oldest one, he probably is gonna be the one that make us a grandparent soon beforehand. And he might even be listening to my live too. He might be like, "How she gonna call me out like that?" You said that was supposed to stay grandparent. That was supposed to say grandparent. Yes, yes. Well, I have a 29. We'll be 30 in October, and a 26. So you have adults. You have their see when they get over 25. To me, I think that's adulthood. Because obviously I was engaged at 26 and about to be married and stuff. So I feel like that's adulthood. You said I have adults too. So 25 and under, I feel like they're still figuring out life. They are adulting. You said I have adults. I'm hoping they can get to past 25 before they start having kids on us. My baby turned 20. That was my birthday. Okay, look at you. That's my birthday, 7/21. She turned 20 on Monday. Yes. Grow with grace. Yes, friend. Everything before that, tell a happy birthday, friend. Everything before that in their brain isn't fully developed. I know. That's it. The frontal lobe. Yep, yep. It ain't developed yet. So, two adult women. Yes. A happy late birthday. Thank you so much. Yeah, my husband teases. Well, he's serious. He ain't teasing. He said, "Hey, you ain't grown until you can have your own bills in you got your own place to stay and you got your bills in your name." That's what he tell them. And so my daughter's so funny. I say, "Hey, when are you grown?" She said, "When I got my own place, and my bills in my name." I said, "That's when you grown. So when you can say you do those things, that's when you grown. But until then, you ain't grown yet." Because at this age, they think they grown. We got to have those conversations because they think they grown. Happy late birthday. Thank you so much. I know you both share birthdays. Yes, yes. 25 and 26 is the age for a developed brain. There we go. That's it. That's it. So we're going to see if we can get them to that point. He said, "That's right." The oldest is 32. He's good and married. They live in Columbus. That's nice. That's nice. Wow. Wow. So we would have been there, y'all. We ended up having the 5 year old. Yes, yes, we ended up we was so close to being empty nesters. I could have said I'm an empty nester, y'all, but no, I'm not. I'm not an empty nester, but we love him. He's been a bright light for the entire family. Everybody loves. He gets loved on. He is literally spoiled. So what about how to create the subscribe? Oh, eNurse. Yes. You know what? I'm gonna show you, friend. Let me do this really quickly. Okay, so I have my other account. So let's show you real quick. Let me show you because I was gonna head off soon too. Okay, I'm gonna come off this live. Let me go. I'm gonna go to my TikTok shop page to that account so I can show you over there because I don't have stickers. I need to set up the subscription over there, but because I do shop only, I haven't set it up. So let me go to that real quick. Let's see. Okay, so you're gonna go to your TikTok studio. You can do it a couple different ways. I'm just going to TikTok studio, but essentially you could go to the subscriber link. That's essentially where you would go, subscriber. So I'm gonna go to my subscriber link. So subscription, you see it there, the little star. Um, and then you can go under subscriptions, as you scroll down, you'll see it's pretty intuitive. That's the whole thing about subscriptions. It is pretty intuitive. The thing about stickers is it's something you need to create. Ideally, you're creating it in Canva, and there's specs that you got to pay attention to. I would almost tell you to Google. My son created my stickers for me, so I would tell you to Google the specs that you want to just make sure you're paying attention to when it comes to creating your sticker. But if you created an image and then you got to make it transparent so that when you download it into your phone, your camera roll, you just upload it here into TikTok. So for example, you're gonna click stickers, and I'm gonna see if it actually tells you. And so it tells you up here to upload your stickers. There's a question mark. There's always the question marks you can follow. So let's see what it says. Does it give you any specs? Um, I don't think it does. I think there's some specs where he said you have to make sure that they're, I don't remember the dimensions, but it's a dimension thing that you have to pay attention to. You can, like I said, you can Google it. And then there's a dimension thing and then pixels that he said. But it should be pretty easy. You can also create them in Chat GPT. Yeah, you can. Yeah, I mean, honestly, you probably can even ask Chat GPT what are the specs for creating TikTok shop stickers. I'm sorry, TikTok subscription stickers. I had my daughter later in life. I say I got pregnant younger, I would have 10 kids already. Oh, Lord. Grandbabies are a lot of work, but I love it. Yes, they are. That's why I said give us some time, y'all. I have 32, 31, 36, and 20 girls. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. You got adults. That's beautiful. Except for the 20-year-old. She adulting. she getting there. Um, you can make stickers from your logo. Yes, you can. Yep, yep. From the logo feature. So here it gives you some information about how many stickers you can do and frequently asked questions. But essentially, what you're going to do, let's see. Does it give you some guidelines? Let's see. Oh, it does. Okay, hold on. It says any material submitted to the creation of emotes should be with size no bigger than 1 megabyte and with a resolution no smaller than 256 by 256. I think that's what he said. He used 30 by 30, 300 by 300. That was the specs he used. I remember 300 by 300. So it says it. Let me mirror this so you guys can read it. So that format there. If you want to do a screenshot. I should be able to get you some information about it. Okay. So that's the formatting. So this is in here under so I'm going to show you where I got to this part of the subscription emote. So it's called an emote. That's the official name for it. Great, I got it. Okay. And so that's the official name for it. And all I did, so this is where you would click once you download them. You're going to upload them here by hitting the plus mark. And it says sticker ideas. You can get some ideas. But all I did was go to the very last line that it says subscription sticker guidelines. That's what I clicked to get to it. Yeah. So if you want to go back and read kind of the guidelines, it's like a full page full of different guidelines. But at the very bottom, they have formatting. So that's what you need to do. And so, and then it has, well, when I click ideas, nothing popped up, but it's there, waiting for new ideas from subscribers. Okay, so your subscribers can submit ideas too, so that's another feature. But yeah, you can have up to 35 unique stickers that you can add. And then essentially you would add a sticker and then you would just upload it from your camera roll. So literally if I press this plus mark, it's gonna go through my camera roll. So it's all my little vacation pictures. So I literally could probably add a sticker from there, make any of those pictures if they're the right resolution and the right size and stuff like that. I'll probably have to play around with that first. But that's essentially what you're doing. You want to make sure it's no bigger than 1 megabyte and the resolution is at least 256 by 256. Okay. So yeah, so that's subscription stickers. I know TikTok Shop and Lives. Any other ways? Hold on one second. What did you say? When you get a 1K followers, what are the best ways to monetize? TikTok Shop, you can get, it's over 100. It's not quite 100. It's over 100. Live access, you can get under 1,000 followers. You can get it as soon as 50 followers. So that's not true that it has to be 100. I mean, I'm sorry, 1,000. You can get it much sooner. Um, Perfect. You're welcome, friend. Um, and monetization options, when you think about 1K followers, they give you some things like work with artists. You can have a clickable link in your bio. That's going to be important. That's important for monetization anyway, because once you have that clickable link, you can send people, you can inform people about your link in bio. And if you are posting a lot of content, depending on what your content is about, as you're talking about maybe your services or other things that you offer, people will come across your page and they will click your link in bio. I get people to click my link in bio all the time, and they'll download my freebie, they'll buy some of my smaller live host products, my digital products. Yep, yep. So yeah, that link can be clickable at 1,000 followers, and so people can easily click it real quick. Yes, I'm doing lives to monetize a bit of funds, not much yet. Yeah. So as you grow, and as you become more consistent with what you're talking about, how you're sharing information during your lives, you're gonna build your community. You're gonna post content. That's what I said. Posting content has to be part of your strategy. And then as you're posting content, people will see that and they will connect with you, and they will click the link in your bio, get your information depending on what you're offering. I've also heard about campaigns. Campaigns, yes, some of the campaigns are depends on 1,000 followers for some of them. Work with artists. That's a campaign that they have out there. There's some campaigns that are niche specific, like say your niche is healthcare. So there may be a campaign that TikTok is running for videos and content where you would use the hashtag something in medicine or healthcare related or something like that. So yeah, they have those campaigns. You got to pay attention to that too. So you always want to go in and look. Let me check real quick. You would look under um, work with artists is one thing you can look under. Live incentive, they tell you to look at that too, but usually that's for like they have some campaigns that will be less followers, but I've seen 20,000 followers quite a bit. I don't have 20,000, so there's some campaigns that are like 20,000 followers. So just pay attention to that. Um, yeah, but sometimes they have different. You see the recommended opportunities, so they have different campaigns that they're running. So pay attention to these two because there could be a campaign that makes sense for you and what you're doing. Um, so yeah, that's TikTok. Well, that is TikTok Shop. Hold on one second. Uh, but pay attention to those two. Those are some of the other campaigns. But the Work with Artists campaign is probably the main one that you want to pay attention to. If you go, if you go to your benefits right here, it actually will list based on your follower count what type of benefits you are eligible for. And then you can see, yeah, it depends on followers. And then you can see based on what you're eligible for, what you can do. And then you can also, sometimes look at some of these campaigns, like if you, for example, video gifts. I can't turn it on because this particular account doesn't have 10,000 followers yet, but you can kind of read up and learn. So you can do the question mark at the top, and it'll give you a little bit more information about that particular campaign. Okay. So virtual items policy, it kind of runs through what the policy is and what that campaign's all about. So just click around. So go to your benefits, and that'll give you some more information about what you can and can't do. I'm almost at 1K. I want to monetize. I have time off to work so I can really focus. What's the best way to monetize? Go live and be live consistent and talk about your area and add value. add value, and offer a solution. That's it. You're adding value, you're offering a solution. You're telling people what type of resources and information they need from you, and then you ultimately will lead them towards a solution. And that may be your digital product, that may be something on your website, that may be consultations you offer. You're offering some type of value. Yeah. I I have not. I need to talk about it. So I was about to get off actually. I need to talk about my stand store a little bit more. Who was that? Coach Jesse and Luna. They was like, you need to talk about it more because you guys are still learning how to do it. What does it look like? So I'm happy to do that. Maybe I'll lean into that a lot over the next couple of days so you guys can see as I talk through my stand store, my clickable products. You want to be able to see that and see what it looks like to start. You know, applying that to your life. You said that would be great. You said that would be great. Let me see what it looks like. So applying that to your live and what does that look like for you to talk about it. And then so I get it. I get it. I do need to talk about that more because the room doesn't have a lot of new people in it. I don't want to keep having the same conversation because you guys have other questions too. But I see the value in answering those questions and sharing that information with people just so that you can kind of see it in action. But again, it's kind of one of those things where I would do it more frequently if the room had a lot more people that was coming in from the FYP. So that's why you see where I kind of have not done it as much. But essentially, I do offer for any of my new people in the room, I do offer products in my stand store where you can get one-on-one consultations with me. We can talk through your specific issues. I just rolled out coaching, and I'm probably going to start promoting those a little bit more. But again, I just want to make sure that people who are really invested in this process and really want coaching, I want to make sure I'm promoting that to the right audience, the people who really want that. I don't want to start having a conversation. Y'all like, why is she talking about this? I ain't even there yet. I haven't even clicked the go live button yet. so, so I want to be cognizant of where people are at in the room, um, and then also offer like other resources and stuff. There's my bundle in there where you can get access to me through my Instagram group chat, and then we can have conversations over there. Their group chat in the one-on-one DM area is a lot more sophisticated than what TikTok has to offer. And then there's also that is a guide to help people who are new to going live. So when you think about what all the things you could be doing, there's a lot of things you could and should be doing. But sometimes, it just depends on how you want to invest and learn in that process. Digital marketing as a whole, and this is a business. This is a business strategy. So if you're thinking about monetizing in this business, then you need to understand the business itself. You need to understand what are the funnels. Okay, I'll take a look. Yeah. Understand the funnel system, understand the upsells, understand email marketing, understand affiliate marketing. There's things that you need to understand. So that there's a bundle in there that can teach you that. So there's many courses, and then I'm also an affiliate for Ultimate Branding course, so UBC. So they have resources too. You said that's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. So I do teach it. I do coach about it. Like I said, I probably should talk about it a little bit more. But again, what I've been doing here is just making sure my people who have questions. I mean, there's a lot of TikTok shop questions that come up. There's questions surrounding changes with TikTok and TikTok Live and just understanding what's happening here. First of all, that I talk a lot, but this goes beyond TikTok. What I'm talking about. This goes to that's why I co-stream on YouTube. This goes to understanding other platforms and how do you leverage this digital marketing, this digital space to make sure you are, you know, ideally being successful and connecting with your target audience. So you want to think about your growth strategy. How you doing, Lori? How are you, friend? How's everything going? Yes. Sure. I'm determined to learn it. There we go, Coach Brown. I love that. You said, I am determined to learn it. Love it. Dr. Brown. Coach Brown, I appreciate that. Dr. Trish, that's what it's all about. Dr. Trish, do me a favor though, friend. Okay, so go back and look at your live recordings. Okay, so I want you to go back. I posted about this. This was the topic of the day. The topic of the day is that as you go back and look at your live recordings, that becomes a way for you to improve your live stream. Okay? So, a couple of things that I would tell you to do. Make sure you are balancing, because when I was in your live, you had the camera changed. I don't know if you ever changed your camera. I think I stayed for about 15 minutes. I don't know if you ever changed the orientation of your camera, but your camera was looking at the screen, I guess. There was a PowerPoint or a slide that you had on the screen. When you are successful on TikTok, you can become successful on other platforms. Yeah, yeah. For the most part, you apply some of the same principles, yeah, and some of the same mechanics of just making sure you're going live, being consistent, posting, doing all the things. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. So what I will tell you though is you're gonna have to try to balance when you have your camera. I don't know if your camera was flipped. I'm assuming it was, and we were looking at something else. You're gonna try to have to balance that with your delivering your message and engaging in the chat. Like that's a fine balance, and I think that's something you need. My orientation, you said my orientation was off. I know. So go back and look at your chat though. Go back and kind of pay attention to your recording and see ways to improve, whether it's improving. Obviously, if your orientation was off, that makes a difference. So you have to figure out how to do that so it's not going to impact you in terms of how you go live. Really quickly, I'll show you something. It's 6 o'clock. Oh gosh, I'll show you this real quick. So let me. I'm on my phone here. I'm gonna flip my camera. So you can flip your camera in the app. I don't know if you knew this. I don't know if you were doing this. But if you click the three dots that have more, it says more. It says flip camera. So I'm literally still in TikTok. I have not left TikTok. I'm still here. I'm clicking the more option to flip my camera. And now I'm showing my computer. Okay? So as you guys are still typing, and you guys see me on my YouTube, so I probably shouldn't show that, but TikTok might be mad at me, but we'll turn the screen that way. So, what I'm doing is on my tube. But with that, hello, how you doing? I am Yolanda. Thank you so much. What I'm doing is talking here, and so you see my finger. I'm talking away. Yes, I didn't know where the flip button was. That's it, friend. Now you know. Now you know it's under the three dots in the corner. It says more. You flip your camera, so I can still see the chat. You saw I just commented off your comment. So I can still see the chat. I can see what you're typing and how you're engaging. So it allows you to still engage, but so you guys see me here, but you can still engage with the chat. Now there's another option. I'm going to show you this. So now I'm about to confuse you a little bit more, but this is the main one I use. I usually just flip the camera. You don't see me because you see me here on the screen because I'm talking because my tablet is here. So the tablet is what's being projected. So you guys gonna see me lifted. It's a delay. See? So with that, that's how you see me on the screen because I'm on the YT. But what I will tell you is that you also can use the dual camera feature. I did a video about this as well. So the dual camera feature is under Enhance. Under Enhance, and I think this might be an Android iPhone issue too, just so that you guys know, because some people said, I don't see the dual camera. I think it's because they're Android users. So I just want to put that out there. If you don't have it, it may be your device. But I'm going to click it. So here's what I'm about to do. You're going to see me in real time. I'm going to put my face in the screen. You see my face in the screen right there? And then this is me talking because the camera's facing me. But then I also have the other camera facing my device. Okay? So this might be another way you could do it, where you still are on the screen talking to your audience, but they're able to see you. He said, how did you do that? So I said, I know I'm about to mess you up by doing this. Yes, on the top there's a delay. Yeah, there is. Yep. And so now you see me here, but I also, you guys see me on there because I'm on the YouTube. But yes. So what I pressed was actually the wand, Enhance. Under Enhance, it's called Dual. It's the dual camera feature. What the world? Like, what in the target? What are you doing this sorcery? Is that an Apple phone you're using? Yes, it's the Apple. It's the Apple phone. Yeah. But now some of my Android people, depends on your device, they have access to it. So I'm not going to say all Androids, but Apple has this dual camera. He said, I love it. So you guys can see me. So now I'm talking to you. I can have my presentation up and myself at the same time. Yes. Yes. Yeah. So if I wanted to go right now to my stand store, let's see, where am I at? What platform am I on? Where am I at? Do I have it up? Yeah. So if I wanted to start talking about my products, let's see. Let's see, let me go to this one. I don't know what screen I have up. Yeah. So if I wanted to start showing my stand store, I can. Yeah, I can start talking. Yeah, so if I was like, hey guys, here's what's in my stand store, and I'm having a conversation with you, I'm walking you through all my different resources. Yeah, let me refresh the screen because it's not in the right order. Yeah, so now, so I can share this information with you all. Yeah, that's all here. So I can easily go that way. I had us on YouTube a second ago, but yeah, I can walk you through my whole stand store and start talking about it. You said I need to do this. Is this on your phone or your iPad? This is my phone. This is my phone. Here's my iPad. My iPad is on YouTube. That's where I'm at over there. But this is my laptop. We're looking at my laptop. This is my laptop here. And then I'm on my phone. This is my phone device. You said it's under the enhance wand where so what when you're in your live, you can do it. You actually can set it up on the setup screen too. It's on the setup screen too. And enhance. Yep. Yep, it's there for you. Yeah. So enhance wand. Okay, I'm confused. What you mean? What's confusing? Roll with Grace. My laptop here. This is my laptop. So what's happening is my front camera and my back camera. This is my back camera on my phone. This is my front camera. They're working at the same time. So I'm using my front and my back camera at the same time. And it's called dual. So when you're live, there's a feature called dual. And you're literally showing your front and your back camera at the same time. So if you wanted to show your face and have your conversation, and you're telling them, you said, great tip. I was like, what in the world? I did a video, so y'all don't be watching my content. Y'all go back and binge watch my content and then comment, post, and reshare it and favor it. Okay. I did a whole video. There was 8,000 views on that video. So y'all go back and watch. But no, seriously, this is the dual camera. So dual camera, you have this feature, and essentially, you say yes, ma'am. You have this feature, and you can use this. This is exactly what you can use. So I have my YouTube up on my laptop. You could, yeah, on TikTok. On YouTube or TikTok. Oh, Dami, you asking which page is the dual camera on? It's on TikTok. It's TikTok. It's not. I need to bring some stuff over on the YT, but usually I don't because I say TikTok so much in my content, so I don't bring it over to the YT. But I should. I should do that. Grow. You're asking something else. So I co-stream where I am showing, this becomes a playlist. So this whole conversation is recorded on YouTube. It's literally, I'm in both live streams because I'm live. I'm live on my YouTube channel. So this entire time, people are sitting there. There was more people earlier, but there's some people sitting in the live right now. They're listening to this conversation and they're learning. And this becomes a playlist for you guys that I save on my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is the same name, Dr. Lisa Launch Your Income. Same exact name, so you can go over there and watch if you want to see some recordings. Now, what you saw on my laptop is that I will pull up my YouTube, my YT. That's what you see here. I'll pull it up. Hold on 1 second. Let me refresh the screen. I'll pull it up so that you guys, so I can see the comments. I like the comments better because I can see the comments. So as people are coming in and saying stuff, I can see the comments. So that's why I do it that way. So I'm here. It's streaming on my laptop, but I'm on one of my pages, my channels, so I can see it as a viewer. Okay. So really quickly, to get rid of the dual camera, because I have the dual camera here, to get rid of it, I move it up. I'm going to move it up. And then you can move it up all the way to the top. there's a erase. I just put myself in the trash bin. So yeah, so that's what that is. And then I can flip my camera back around, and I'm here. He said, I love your teaching style. Thank you so much, friend. Spider Witch, how you doing? Enhance one and dual. Yep, that's it, friend. And then if you don't want to deal with dual, go to more, flip camera. That's the other option. More, flip camera. That's great. I hope I can figure it out. You got two options. You can do the dual where your little block box or circle, depends on which image you want to use. And then you can be flip camera. So you can just have the one camera, or you can have the two cameras going on at the same time. Yep, that's it. That's it. So you have both options. I use the flip camera in my lives. Yeah, I normally use flip camera. I'll be honest with you. The dual, what happens for me, and I'm going to tell you this, Dr. Trish, this may be your issue. The dual for me, the image will cover up what I'm trying to show sometimes. So you won't be able to see the full image at times because that little box is on your screen. So it's that floating head. And so if you're trying to really show something that maybe is on this side over here, your little flip head is in the way. So you got to move the flip head to the side or move it around the screen so that you can see the full image. So I typically operate off the flip camera option. I don't do the dual because of that. So just, you said, I'm doing great. I'm so good to see you on live. Thank you so much, friend. I'm here. I've been here. TikTok has me in the shadows, but I've been here. I've been consistent, y'all. Consistent. Right. So that's the only thing about it. That's awesome. I'm gonna have to watch the videos. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so it's there for you, friend. How you doing, Destiny? Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate you coming in. Um, so yeah, that's the only thing I don't like about it. So just kind of keep that in mind. It will interfere with your view, you know. And so, good evening. How you doing, friend? So just kind of keep that in mind. So I always flip the camera. That is my default. So I like flipping the camera better because again, it gives me a little bit more control. I don't have to worry about my head flying around and getting in the way. Thanks for everything. See you tomorrow. Thank you so much, Coach Rounder. Appreciate your friend. Okay. I am about to let y'all go as well. I so appreciate all the support. You guys are awesome. I actually need to charge my phone. I just realized I need to charge it. I've had my tablet charging, so that's good. And that way I can be able to use it. And tonight, because I got to do my TikTok shop live. So I'm doing my shoppable live at 8:30 p.m. It's Dr. Lisa Shops. Dr. Lisa Shops. So 8:30 p.m. is my shop page. And so 8:30 p.m. Eastern, I'll be on my shop page, which is Dr. Lisa Shop. So come over. I talk about supplements. I'm going to talk about some other products too, some back to school products. So it'll probably be a combination of different things that I'm showcasing: electronics, supplements. The theme is really going to be some top picks as well as the back to school campaign that TikTok is running. So I'm going to show some of those products too. So it'll be a combination of things you'll see. But just know you can come over and you can engage and you can come over and support, tap the screen, comment, like, all the things. Thank you, Dr. Lisa. This is good information. You are appreciated. Appreciate your friend. You're appreciated as well. I got to get there. I teach tonight, but tomorrow I can. There we go, friend. Yeah, I do it Thursday, 8:30, Friday, and Saturday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. So that's my shop page. Just to subscribe to your YT. Did you really, friend? Thank you so much. Appreciate the subscription. Appreciate that for you. I was about to tell you real quick, just so that you know. Let me see. Did it come through? YouTube is very particular about subscribers, so I see it. So it showed that you show that I have a new subscriber. The thing I was going to share with you, Grow with Grace, is that they're particular because they want you to always watch something. So you want to watch something, you want to comment, you want to like, whether it's a live or whether it's a short or long form video. Then they'll allow that subscription to stay. But they do purge and kind of remove subscribers that they consider it fake engagement, when you just come in and hit subscribe without engaging or without watching, because that's what it is. It's a video platform. It's a video. I say it's not a social media. It really is a search engine. So people go there, search for videos, search for content, and watch it. So YouTube is particular. So I teach that just so that people understand how YouTube differs from TikTok. What is my YT? It's the same as here. Dr. Lisa Launch Your Income. Same exact name. So go. The handler is at Launch Your Incomes. The username, same way as here. Username is Launch Your Income. Yeah. What was the name of my shop? My shop is at. Let me put it in here. Nika Grace, where are you? I'm joking. Nika usually puts it in. She's like, Dr. Lisa. Let me put that in symbol. I'm gonna do a space because sometimes TikTok will filter it out. So I'm gonna say, Dr. Lisa Shops. So that's it. Pin it. So that's the page. So Dr. Lisa Shops. Okay. Um, anyone ever told you that you look like one of the Mary sisters? Did I really? That's the hair. The hair's throwing you off. When I have my bun in, you'll be like, no, she don't look like her. Not Erica, but the other one. What's her name? Like Tasha? Something like that. I can't remember. Toya? Something. I forget. I can't remember her name. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I think it's the hair. I think the hair is throwing you. That's probably what it is. But yeah, you say yes. But yeah, oh, that's sweet. I love them. Yeah. All right, friends. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. Let me know if you have any questions. I will be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. I come consistently. I'm here. TikTok may not want me to be great. He said you do. They may not want me to be out there so everybody can see it, but that's okay because my time is coming. I'm doing this, y'all. I'm going to be great. Dr. Lisa, I teach my college class in 15 minutes. See you soon. Okay, friend. Appreciate you later. Take care, friend. All right. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate everybody coming in and supporting the live. I will see y'all later. If y'all come through at 8:30, if not, I will see you tomorrow at 10 Eastern. All right. Take care, friends. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.